Hello. Right, just been running an errand, and I thought, right, let's do a video. Let's go. Right then, how we doing? So, I'm currently in Cramlington, in well, what's known as the Brockwell Centre. Not been here in absolute donkeys, so I'm not sure like what shops are actually here, but obviously Home Bargains, because that's right in front of us. And there was a pub here at one point, the Brockwell Seam, which is still there. So I've just been to pick up some information, because my eldest son Harrison, who you've seen in the past, is joining a darts academy in Cramlington. Now, there's not many around near where I live. There's a one in Blythe which is full. There was a one in Prudder, but that's miles away, and it was taking us like an hour to get there, so it wasn't any good. Right, I don't know what I'm doing here. Even though I used to live in Cramlington, I still don't know my way around. But I only lived in Cramlington for a couple of years, and it was the other end. So to me, Cramlington is just loads of roundabouts with dead ends, like this one here. So I'm gonna, oh, there's a bloody van behind us. Just try and fathom out the way to turn around here. So bear with us. I've got a van right up my backside. Right, it's going in here. Right, now where am I going to turn? Right, sorry about that. This was a bit of a bad start. Right, can I do a manoeuvre here? Right, okay. Do this, then this, and then this. So as I was turning there, you'll have seen a massive hill, and that hill is called Nelson Hill, which is, from what I'm told, a man-made hill. From when they were building around here, and they just hoisted all the debris on the hill and covered it with turf. I used to have a mate, actually, he would have lived in this street. I had a mate called Martin. I used to go and see him and play Subbuteo with him, and he lived right next to the hill, so I'm wondering if that was his estate. It would have been. We're talking 30 odd year ago now, mate. Right, this is the left turn I was meant to take. So my mate who lived there, I never used to go in through the front of the estate. I used to walk. I used to go via the fields and go through the back end of the estate. So I never knew actually how to get in via the front. So that was probably it. So you'll come out here at the top end of Manor Walks Shopping Centre. When I lived here 30 odd, was it 1991 till 1993, so over 30 years ago now, they were still like building the Manor Walks really. I mean, I had the main shopping centre bit, but they were building like the retail park side of things, where like Next and all that are. That was being built just as I was leaving there. Tell you what, I'll take you to where I used to live. got on the left, that estate's called Beacon Hill. And I lived on the next one up, which is called Beacon Lane, which was mainly like housing association. And it was quite rough when I lived there, because I was the new kid on the block. I was like the victim of like bullying, so I tended to just, when I lived there, just stay in the house, try and avoid going out. Straight ahead, you'll come to the Azure Garden Centre, which you may have heard of, which is quite a popular garden centre, and it's linked to, you see a sign there for Azure. There's like supported living there as well for people with additional needs. When I used to be a support worker for Azure a while ago, it was a good job, actually enjoyed it. So I'm going to do a left here. This is Beacon Lane Estate. So this is where I lived for a couple of years in the 90s. I'd like to say it's changed since I've lived here, but it hasn't really. I was saying that the carport areas have got, some of them have got like front doors on them now. Right, so my street's on the left there, but you can't get in that way. There's my old house. Right, I'll tell you what, we're gonna turn around again. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and I think because I used to live here myself, I'm entitled to say this, but it's not the prettiest of places. Very much the suburbs of Cramlington. And you can probably understand why I opted to stay in when I lived here, because that was the safest thing to do, really. Eastbourne Gardens. I'm going to go in, even though there's people hanging around. I'm going to go in. So I was number 12. You see the gap in between the two houses to the right. My house, just behind that lamppost there with a white door. There used to be, on that little hill just in front there, a tiny little mound, there used to be 2 trees that we used to use as football posts. Okay. My house is way out of shot, so you're not going to see it. Doesn't have a door number on it. Anyway, so that's Eastbourne Gardens. Down this way, see what's happening. I can imagine it's got a nice little community feel around here, where like everybody knows everybody and everyone knows everyone's business. But it takes an out just to like tidy it up a little bit. So that's Beacon Lane Estate, everyone. Right, what I'm going to do is turn left here, because remember what's down here. I'm sure there was a pub. It looks as though they're building some new houses as well, so thought I'd have a little mooch. And I couldn't for the life of us remember what the pub was called. It was like round the back of where I lived. And on Saturday night they must have had like a karaoke on or something, because you could hear the DJ giving it knackers. It's probably got to be knocked down in it. I remember there being like a back lane. This is all new, obviously. Aye, that pub must be long gone now. Now I'm going to turn around because the pub's clearly gone and it's just a housing estate, so not really a lot to see, is there? Right. I think when I get in I'm going to have a look on Google Earth, because on Google Earth, if you look at it on your laptop, I don't think it works on your phone, but if you look at it from a laptop, it's got like a history button that you can press on and you can have a look at aerial photos from through the years. I think 2001 tends to be the earliest one in most places. So I'd have thought the pub would have still been there then. So I'm going to have a look and see if it actually has gone, or if it's been like converted into something else. Unless I've just gone too far. No. Right, sorry, I'm conscious I've got my aircon blasting again. Hang on. To be fair, I don't think there's much down here. I think it's an industrial estate. Aye, Bassington Industrial Estate. Aye, so Cramlington was what's called a new town, and there's something like after the war there was a handful of new towns built across the country, built around like a centre piece. So like Manor Walks is the centre piece, and then like the housing estates built around it, so it doesn't have like a high street on out like that. Everything's like in the centre. So there was a few new towns built. There was one in Killingworth, Washington. a few down south as well. I mean, I can't list them all. It was just some schemes, some idea somebody had, just to help with the post-war boom, I suppose. I'm probably talking rubbish here. It's something along those lines anyway. If you're interested, you can always Google it, like, if you want the actual facts. But something along those lines anyway. Yet another roundabout. Straight on. Oh, I'm back to where I started. So the oldest part of Cramlington is a village, Cramlington Village, which is to the east, I think, of Manor Walk Shopping Centre. It's not going to be east, is it? In my head it's the east, but someone's going to correct us in the comments and say it's actually north-northwest, it's not the east. So don't forget to leave a comment if you're enjoying these videos, and if you've got any suggestions for things I can do to make content for you. Say I'm up for anything, within reason obviously. Carry on doing the driving videos, but to be honest, I've covered most areas now over the years, and I don't really fancy like just doing the same routes all the time. Otherwise I might as well just be a bus driver. So, any ideas at all, give us a shout and I'll see what I can do. Getting lost here, by the way. Right, I know where I am. If I do a right on this roundabout, it'll take us to the shops. Literally just done a big circle around. But I'm going to do a left here towards High Pit. Down here is like the TA centre, and I used to go to the army cadets down here when I lived in Cramlington, which was good crack. But oh Jesus, look at the traffic here. So it's just down here and to the right. I think I'm going to be stuck here for a short while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here, I think. I tell you what, I'm going to do a part 2 starting in High Pit. Alright, so if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see the sequel, make sure you like and subscribe. Alright, and I look forward to seeing you in part 2. Alright, but in the meantime, drive safely. Bye bye. Thanks for watching today. If you would like to help support the channel, you can do. You can click the link below to buy me a pint, and that helps towards the cost of fuel, travel expenses, etc., so I can keep on making these videos for you. Anyone that does buy me a pint will get a mention in the next video, so thank you very much again for your support. See you soon.